Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video, and today I'll be going over my thoughts on the 2024 LVMH Watch Week. There were some really extraordinary releases this week, as well as some not so extraordinary releases, so let's jump right to it. Starting off with Bulgari, who released one of the best watches of this show, the Octo Finissimo in yellow gold. I think that this watch is absolutely beautiful. I've always loved the design of the Octo Finissimo, sleekness, and in yellow gold it couldn't be much better. The 2.6mm case has always appealed to me, and despite not liking big bricks of yellow gold, I do think that this is the best version of the Octo Finissimo so far. Blue dial is just fantastic to top it all off, and I would definitely buy this watch if I was rich enough. It is £45,500 though, and I do think that is a bit high, but it will trade below retail in my opinion. 10 out of 10, well done Bulgari. Moving on to the favourite brand of a certain man from Ireland, Hublot. Right, I think that's all that needs to be said about them, but honestly I do think that the new things they've released look like they come out of a happy meal. Yeah, not much else I can say really. Anyway, now to a god tier brand, Tag Heuer. I'm quite frankly really impressed with what they've done to the Cabrera line this year. Black and blue dial chronographs, both at 39mm and £5,600, which I really cannot complain about. Where it gets interesting though is the green. They made two green dial chronographs, both of which I am in love with. The second of them tops it off with a tourbillon, which I'm not actually too sure was the right move. The execution is excellent, don't get me wrong, but the tourbillons, are they really a Tag Heuer thing? For a tourbillon, I'd rather go to someone like Breguet, but for a mid-price sports watch, I would still go to Tag Heuer. And I'd also like to mention that it comes at a price of £21,000, which is firstly a bit much for a tag, and is outrageous considering that the exact same model with a different dial is £1,000 less. I get that it's new and that the green is amazing, but £1,000? I might want to rethink that one. I've actually been really impressed with what Zenith has managed to do this watch week, and I think they've blown it out of the park. The long anticipated return of the triple calendar chronograph is here at last, and I don't know much about Zenith as I would like, but I do know that these releases are incredible. There are three options with grey, white, and green dials, and they're all beautiful. They dropped a green dial bezel version of the El Primero, and I do think that green is going to be big this year at places like Watches and Wonders. I'm even hoping that we get a green Daytona in steel. Rolex, if you are listening, please make this happen. Zenith have really outdone themselves this year, and any of their watches would make a good purchase, except this thing. Now, usually I do love baguettes on my bezels, but this thing looks as if a root beer met Jacob the Jeweller. Safe to say I wouldn't expect to see this on too many wrists too soon. Now lastly, but by no means least, to Daniel Roth, who released one of, if not the best watches of the year so far, Tourbillon Subscription. This is simply incredible. Touching tribute to the first watch released by a house so long ago. It is limited to just 20 pieces, and anyone on earth would be lucky to be one of the owners. To top it off, an 80-day power reserve? That's more than most Rolexes, and they don't need to power a 1 minute tourbillon. If I could have one watch from this year's LVMH Watch Week, it would undoubtedly be this. My hat goes off to all the people at Daniel Roth for designing and making this masterpiece. Well, yeah, that wraps up my thoughts on the 2024 LVMH Watch Week. Do hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe as more videos will be on the way soon. Thank you, and goodbye.